Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be reacting to some more Grateful Dead, and this time we're going to be checking out another version of the song Days Between. This one was from the Club Front rehearsal back in 1993, and you may or may not remember, but I actually already gave a reaction to the song Days Between many moons ago at this point, but that version was in March of 1993, so the one we're checking out today is just a month earlier in February. And as we know with the Grateful Dead, every time you hear a performance of a song that you think you know, it's actually going to be something completely different, reinvented in the very creative ways in which they do so. So super excited to check this one out today. But before jumping in here, a huge thanks goes to Pauline for making this request. Now, let's jump into it.
2, 3, 4. There were days, and there were days, and there were days between. Summer flies and August time.
I missed hearing Jerry's voice.
And the world grows dark and mean. Comes the shimmer of the moon on black infested trees. The singing man is at his song.
When he sings this song,
The holy on their knees.
it may be one of his most heartfelt performances, even the first time
The
around.
reckless are unread.
When I heard this track, he just puts so much emotion into it.
The timid plead their plea. No one knows much more of this than anyone can see.
So pretty.
One can see. When phantom ships with phantom sails
Oh, this is so powerful.
set to sea on phantom tides, comes the lightning of the sun.
I love how some of these notes sound so sleek, and these brighter keys are just like little stars in the night sky as they settle in around Jerry's voice, because they're all loud enough that they could be the main element, but Jerry's emotion just overwhelms even the prettiness in the keys.
Comes the lightning of the sun.
Oh,
On bright unfocused eyes, the blue of yet another day.
I love the lyrics in this song.
A springtime wet with sighs,
So
a
much
hopeful
reflection,
candle lingers
so much nostalgia in this.
in the land of lullaby. Those horsemen vanish with wild and lonely cries, lonely cries. There were days, and there were days, and there were days
I feel like my soul is starting to enrich as I listen to this.
when all we ever wanted was to learn and love and grow. Once we grew into our shoes, we told them where to go. Walked halfway around the world on promise of the globe. Stood upon a mountain top, walked barefoot in the snow.
Listen to how loud everything is getting now with the guitar and the keys, the voice.
Gave the best we had to give.
Oh.
How much we'll never know, never know.
I know this is like a later era Grateful Dead song, and I know a lot of Dead fans, you ask, are going to prefer one era over the other. For me, I don't have preference for era. I just love songs that are this emotional and connected. And at this later stage in their history as a band and performers, a song like Days Between is almost the perfect encapsulation of all that they've gone through, all of the unique experiences, not only as a band but as people. And I forget which song it was I reacted to a while ago. It was from this female country artist. I don't think it was Reba McEntire. I'll have to look at my master reaction sheet, but I basically tracked the trajectory of her performances across her lifetime, and the final song of the 3 set that I listened to, it was this beautiful, mature reflection on who she is, who she was, where she's been, where she is. I think I repeated where she is. And a song like that only carries the weight that it does because she's gone through it all, but it only has the clarity that it does because she's had the time to reflect on everything. That exact feeling I got in that song is something that is echoed here in Days Between with Jerry at the vocal helm. I just love it. It's so nice.
There were days, and there were days, there were days between. Polished like a golden bowl, the finest ever seen. Hearts of summer held in trust, still tender, young and green. left on shelves collecting dust, not knowing what they mean. Valentine,
right before that moment, it's like the guitars, they sound pained.
shelves collecting dust,
It's like a wince.
not knowing what they mean. Valentine's of flesh and blood, as soft as velveteen, hoping love would not forsake. The days that lie between, lie between.
Noticing that kind of like pulsing sound. It's happened, I think, 3 times now in this track, and your left headphone. It almost feels like tapping of the whammy bar.
Lie between,
Right there. And I love how some of the notes just like kind of putter out of existence. It's like a flame being extinguished. Is almost ominous, which is a weird feeling to come away with these like bright tones. love the way the lower frequencies filled this section up. Oh my gosh. It's like I don't even know if a fade out there is appropriate, because the kind of experience selfishly that I want is just for that song to like keep going and to just grow for like another 30 minutes, like we know is capable. Because it starts. The entirety of this song for the most part is just slow to moderate tempo, back and forth. We bounce with the guitar, with Jerry's voice, with the keys, with a bit of the bass, and it keeps us flowing. I feel like because we don't get that extra like boom towards like the end or like nearing the, it tends to be like that 60% to like 3/4 mark of a lot of Grateful Dead songs, where we'll get like the very extensive Jerry soloing. And I think the great part about this song is that even if you may look forward to a section like that, or you expect there to be one, the song doesn't actually need a massive explosion. I feel like what's almost more haunting, weirdly enough, about this track is that we can so comfortably rest in this flow, in this middling region where it doesn't get too intense and the dynamics are still present, because throughout this track we heard all of the instruments get turned down in typical Grateful Dead fashion and then back up right into the middle. And there was a moment where everything came up to like that 75% mark in terms of decibel, and we didn't push past that, not in complexity of what was being played, and almost to me that shows like their maturity in being able to show that level of restraint for a song that is about reflection, that is about seeing where you've come from and being more clean cut about it. And maybe if there's a study on this, I'd be very curious to see. But if you were to like longitudinally look at a guitar player's soloing style across time and just like do a analysis of like the number of notes that they play in their earlier stuff versus later, and averaged that across like seconds or minute or whatever metric you want to use, my expectation is that for bands that reach the level of maturity like the Grateful Dead, and that is not a great many number of bands, the number of notes we get per minute should decrease, but I don't know, the emotionality with each of the notes will increase. So if there is a study out there, or if there's a way to measure that, let me know. I feel like that's right, but I don't have a certifiable way to tell you guys if that's true causally or not. But either way, it's Grateful Dead. We need to do more Grateful Dead reactions on the channel. I've been missing my flavor of the Dead recently, so if you guys are interested in making a reaction request yourself, you can always do so by hitting the first link down below. But thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.